Okay, so I'm Kendall, the second negative speaker. So the affirmative claims that we should go back to the Patriot Act and basically dissolve the USA Freedom Act. Well, first of all, Americans are not in favor of this. A majority of Americans, which 54% exactly, disapprove of the U.S. government's collection of telephone and internet data as part of anti-terrorism efforts. And this is a survey done by Pew Research in 2015. So, and this is exactly what the Patriot Act was doing. Also, Section 215, the Lone Wolf provision and the roving wiretap provision of the Patriot Act are kept alive because of the USA Freedom Act already. So on the Judiciary House.gov website under the USA Freedom Act tab, it says that the USA Freedom Act creates new procedures for the emergency use of Section 215, but requires the government to destroy any information it collects if the FISA court application is denied. Also, in a quote from U.S. News, it was found that it says that the Freedom Act reauthorizes without alteration the other two provisions that temporarily expired. One provision was allowing of lone wolf targets not associated with a terror group, has never been used though, but the other allows roving wiretaps of sometimes unnamed targets who communicate with multiple devices. And the reason, even though like the lone wolf provision isn't used, the reason why they kept it alive was because officials say that the rising threat of lone wolves, including those inspired by ISIS but not ordered, raises the need to maintain that provision of the Patriot Act. And so the affirmative says that we need further surveillance to protect us, but the NSA can still obtain our phone records and metadata to protect Americans, but just has to do it in a more justified way under the Freedom Act. So in a quote from the Washington Post, instead of bulk data collection, the bill authorizes the government to collect from phone companies up to 2 hops of call records related to a subset if the government can prove it has reasonable suspicion that the suspect is linked to a terrorist organization. The affirmative also claims that the Patriot Act protects us from terrorism. And so what the NSA was doing with the Patriot Act was not working anyways. So an analysis of 225 terrorism cases inside the United States since September 11th, 2001 attacks has concluded that the bulk collection of phone records of National Security Agency by the National Security Agency has had no discernible impact on preventing acts of terrorism. This is a quote from the Washington Post. Also, the affirmative claims that under the Patriot Act we can gather information faster, and yeah, that's true, but the government can still obtain Americans' data, but they just have to do it in a more constitutional way and not step on our Fourth Amendment. So legislation will require the government obtain a targeted warrant to collect phone metadata from telecommunications companies, makes the foreign intelligence surveillance which reviews those warrants requests more transparent. Also, the Patriot Act is not necessary to prevent acts of terrorism. The findings of a White House appointed review group said last month that the NSA counterterrorism program was not essential to preventing attacks, and the NSA counterterrorism program is the Patriot Act, and that much of the evidence it did turn up could readily have been obtained in a timely manner using conventional court orders. Also, they found that bulk data metadata collection is not beneficial for Americans or the government. And this is from CNN, and it was found by several official review boards, including the Presidential Review Group and a Government Privacy Oversight Board, that the bulk metadata collection program was not essential to thwarting a single terror plot.